Alright, y'all ready to go live? Is it time yet? She dropping off my daughter, so I fuck with it. I ain't tripping.
Baby girl.
Yeah, she dropping off my baby. Cause she ain't need to be here with Zenky and his bullshit. Yeah, cause I'm on his ass today. But before we get on his ass, we gotta talk about this daycare.
Yes, we do.
We gotta talk about this daycare first. Before we get to the cranking on each other, let's get our special guest out the way. Cause we got a long show tonight. Cause I really got some
What's
things.
going on the show? I might want to hang on out.
No, you is a.
We're not talking about.
You gonna keep me outside the box.
We're not talking about. We're talking. We're gonna keep it real, okay?
We just keep it real.
And we're gonna talk about her daycare for 15 minutes, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna stay on topic. ADHD, okay?
No, it's ADHD.
Yeah, that's what you got. We can tell. You can stay on topic for 15. That's all we need is
I was on
15.
good concern.
Are we live, boy?
Ain't good right now. You got me fucked up.
We live?
We live.
Okay, alright. So, Ms.Peaches, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good. Happy to be here. That's it.
You got a daycare?
It's going down, man. Long time coming. It's going down. I'm super excited to
So,
do this.
what made you open up a daycare?
You know what? Honestly, the realest answer is my daughter's super concerned about, the people who she was going to be affiliated with as far as growing up and her longtime friends and stuff. So I just figured if I created this environment that I can kind of win in that part.
Okay. I would have started one because everybody having churn and
get a couple dollars.
I would have started one, but that person is
Yes.
like, I'm saying. So tell me, like, do you actually like kids? I done met some daycare workers that don't like kids. That makes no sense.
Everybody do things for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a gift. It's definitely something that chose me, and luckily it's something that I enjoy. So when the two come together, when you're blessed with the gift and you embrace that gift, it's just a beautiful thing. Hence, infants and toddlers.
Okay.
For sure.
What the last thing you said?
For sure.
Hence,
infants and toddlers.
Okay.
You can find that on Facebook. You can find that on Instagram. You can check out Toddler T on YouTube. Get into some parent tips and different things like that. So I'm not hard to reach out to.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question. My baby choking. How many fingers you use to stop her from choking?
You don't put your fingers in nobody's mouth.
Okay. Just making sure you know your stuff.
No, you don't put your fingers in nobody's mouth. That's
How you
nasty.
stop somebody from choking then?
You gotta turn them over and softly pat them on the back. Not the old school way grandma do it. I also teach CPR and first aid and stuff like that. So we really get into some things. But you go ahead and turn them over. You don't want to stick. You don't want to stick your finger in.
Okay.
We gotta keep you around.
Okay. Yeah.
Cause you know CPR
and first aid. Yeah, give it to them.
So when me and Turnt in this boxing ring, we're gonna be in CPR and first aid.
I'm gonna be able to administer now. I'm gonna have the gloves on.
I'm working on the stuff to set this up. Because Turnt got me fucked up.
Turnt, stay finna box somebody. He ready to fight.
And see, this ain't gonna be no Charles and Turnt type of shit.
Oh Lord, it's going down for real.
No. It's gonna be a friendly thing. Like
we
gonna
on topic.
You know what? You did say that. You did tell him that.
Because she knows CPR.
That don't got nothing to do with daycare. Stay on topic. God damn.
We're gonna come back to that.
Okay. We're gonna just circle back around to that. Got it.
But I still got some kids that I need to set up a daycare.
Listen, Florida and Sly, right by Laurie Parr. It's a beautiful situation. Right there. It's a very neutral situation. It's a very beautiful situation.
So how much is your prices for a 2-year-old?
We gonna get into that. Different strokes for different folks, and that's just honest. We gonna get into that. The state kind of govern a lot of things, but I do want to offer some scholarships for parents who are waiting for school readiness, for parents who can't afford a full tuition.
So how do we apply for these scholarships?
You just come check me out, Infants and Toddlers, in about 2 weeks. Come up to the center. I'm going to be accepting applications, hiring brand new teachers. We did a little bit of that today.
So if I pay my fee, she gonna get a Saturday, right?
it's I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but we got some scholars. We got 2-year-olds that are literally reading out of books. We got 4 and 5-year-olds that are. we got some scholars, so there will be a small interview process.
My 2-year-old is like advanced though.
All right, bring them to infants and
Like
toddlers.
seriously.
Bring them to infants and toddlers. Bring them to infants and toddlers. Florida and Slide, 2 weeks.
She know how to call her daddy real well.
That's the main thing. Call the daddy. That's the main thing. That's where the money at.
Call me.
Call
You
daddy.
heard that, Turnt?
Anyway, back to something.
You know what?
So,
The shade.
I'm sorry.
It is real.
So tell me, like, what was the process of you? Because you have a gorgeous building.
Thank you.
You have. I went. You know, we about to shoot the commercial there tomorrow
Super
morning.
So who hosting it?
Hosting what?
The commercial. Who gonna be in the commercial?
That but kind of big.
I can't have
No, they got to wait for that. They got to wait for that. We got some things going on for this commercial. They got to, I wasn't even gonna tell Facebook about all that, but they got to wait for that.
You gotta wait. She said she gotta wait. She said you gotta wait.
What's
I'm
up?
past the
Who is the commercial? What's your
Yeah,
question?
that's right.
Stay on topic. That's the rule. That's the rule for you. Stay on topic
I
now.
was gonna ask her what made her want to start a daycare.
But okay, go ahead. Answer.
We just
Once again, just caring about my daughter's affiliation and caring about, you know, like I said, we have some real scholars at infants and toddlers. I mean, some special babies. And I just want my daughter and her friends and my nieces and nephews.
How
I just
old is your
want
daughter?
my daughter's now, she's 9 years
So
old.
is you saying that
I've been doing this a
your
long time.
daycare is for like the gifted?
Say it again. Is my daycare for the gifted?
Yeah.
If your child is in my program, your child is definitely gifted. I'll say it
Right.
that way. No doubt about it. When your child leaves my program, your child will definitely be gifted on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's what you want.
alright, so take me through how you got this building. Cause like I don't think anybody can. I don't think anybody can walk into a church and say I'm about to start a daycare in this church. I don't think nobody, and it's not just no any church. It's the big church right there on Slide in Florida where her daycare located. I don't know the name of the church, but I do want to know like
Christian Fellowship Academy.
how did that work?
You know, it was, I had got a phone call. And somebody was like, hey, somebody told me about this, was about to tell somebody about the building, and this particular person thought about me. And so she kind of intercepted, and she was like, hey, you know, it's this building. I've been looking for a building. If you've been following me for eons. And so, long story short, went up there, spoke to the pastor. He was actually in the middle of an interview. So by the time he got to me, I knew and had heard everything I needed to hear. But he said that it was something about my energy, something about, you know, he knew that I would give back to the community, and he felt like I would be a good addition to the, you know, to the church and different things like that. So it was a really smooth transition, but at the same time, I did beat out 2 other major schools, and for me, that's a big plus coming from where I'm coming from. So thank y'all for y'all support.
That's real. That's
Yep.
real. That's real.
A
So,
couple.
like, okay, tell me about how like are you doing pickups?
Okay.
Or the drop offs and all that stuff? How that work? Like,
It's a real sweet situation. It is not your ordinary daycare in itself. It's set up like a traditional school. So if you can just picture a almost like a grade school, but it's literally a daycare. These are real classrooms. It's a drive-up situation. As far as transportation, not yet, just because of a parking issue. But at the same time, that is something that's definitely coming. Infants and Toddlers does plan to expand. Little T right there. And so there will be transportation in play, definitely.
alright, so with the employees you're hiring, how does that work? Is the background screen, like, are they teachers, A1s? How that work?
Okay, so the teachers that are currently on board are very exciting teachers, and these are not your ordinary teachers. These are teachers who are definitely bringing something to the table. As far as credentials go, I mean, that's something that if you want to work in the childcare industry, that's something that you should already have. You know, you should be furthering your career, and that pretty much probably goes for anything that a person has going on. You know, I encourage all of my children to go all the way to the top. Don't just settle for okay. So with that being said, all of the teachers will have a credential, and that's super important. Make sure that your teachers that you're dropping your child off to is certified and trained. It's more to it than just caring for a child and changing diapers and feeding them. You know, at Infants and Toddlers, we really get into some things. We really get into fine motor. We really get into lessons. So it's just a beautiful situation.
That's real. Alright, so one last question. You know what I'm saying? And I have to ask this question.
Ask it.
How you feel about teachers putting their hands on the kids?
First of all, it's against the law. Second of all, I do believe in karma. You know, what goes around comes around in a major way. So just with that alone, as an individual, I mean, and that's why you need a trained professional. It's 1,000 ways, and it's 1,000 reasons why a child is acting out. So that's just something that's just not tolerated at all. I mean, anybody that has been in my program, anybody that has had their child in my program, the energy. You saw how your daughter and I was, you know, that day that we did the walkthrough. I mean, the energy, the love, it's just something that's just not tolerated. You know, like I said, I had a little meeting today with some teachers, and I just made that very clear. These kids have nothing to do with nothing. Whatever issue, whatever problem you have, that needs to stay on the other side of these doors, period. That's just that on that, period.
Alright, well, let them know where they can find your daycare.
Check me out. And you can find me on Facebook, Infants and Toddlers. You can find me on Instagram, Infants and Toddlers. You can also find me on YouTube, Ms.Peaches, Toddler T. I'm very reachable. One platform leads you to another platform. It'll lead you to my website, infantsandtoddlers.bigcartel.com. A lot of major things going on the website. So there's merch, there's childcare, there's CPR classes, there's trained professionals. There's a beautiful situation. I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
That's what's up. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, this is Ms.Peaches. She has a daycare called
Infants and Toddlers. We located on Florida and Sly, on the corner of Florida and Sly.
Mm-hmm.
Go check it out.
Y'all go check her out.
DM any questions or concerns. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, ma'am.
For sure.
We rocking just like that. Now back to your hood man.
You want hating ass nigga.